my mind.
Wow.
I think about the girl all the time.
Wow, wow.
C'est bon, je pense qu'on peut y aller. C'est bon, on peut y aller. We can start, I think.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mäder team. I'm delighted to present today Mäder Group and the solution we have developed for the future of the mobility. So we'll introduce yourself. I'm Corinne Molina. I have co-founded this group 30 years ago, and I'm with Julien Kiehl, the specialist.
I'm the BU manager of the composite team, and I will also give you some inputs about our solutions.
So let's start by some key information about Mäder Group. Mäder Group is a French group owned by Molina family, but also by Public Bank of France. It's important, and I will explain after why. So our mission is to develop and support our customer for composite and coating solution for a sustainable future. Our key market, railway, of course. We are the leader on the railway market, and we are on this market providing global solution, again, composites and coatings system. We are also a player, an important player on piping, on coil coating, or packaging market and automotive. Our pillars are the strong innovation, because we invest each year 10% of the turnover in R&D. Our second pillar is international, because as you will see, we are based in France, but also in Europe and in Asia. And our target is to protect people and also the planet, of course. And our last pillar is quality of product, but also quality of service. Some key figures very quickly. We are a middle-sized company with 200 million euros, sorry, and we have multiplied the turnover by 20 during this last 30 years. We have around 800 employees around the world. We have 9 production sites, and we are delivering our product in 70 countries, and we have what is important, more than 10 R&D centers worldwide. As I mentioned before, we are investing a lot in R&D, and especially in new products for sustainable future. And we have also this expert in this on the GAC. We have more than 100 experts in R&D, in PhD, in engineer and technician, and these experts are in Paris today with us. So as I mentioned before, we are located in France. The headquarters is north of France, in Lille. We are a STI company, but we are located, we can support the customer worldwide, and especially in Europe, Asia, now Mexico, and Turkey. What is important is to give some example about what we are able to do. Of course, we have some pictures, so we have developed the new generation of TGV with exterior coatings. We have also, through one of the company, developed water tanks for the Charles de Gaulle. We have also protecting and decorating some cars like Audi. And we are also, for composite and coating system, playing on the water market with the Château d'Eau. It's Château d'Eau. And of course, we are a big player for composite parts in trains or metro.
Yes.
So
yeah. Thank you, Corinne, for this nice introduction about our group, also about our applications. I will explain you a little bit also the strengths of our group with our positioning. So you should know that Mäder is able to produce and formulate paints, but not only. We are also able to produce gel coats, top coats, resin, which make us the only supplier who can offer a total and global system for composite and paints. So it means really a total system for our customer to fulfill all their requirements, from mechanical property to fire and smoke resistance. So we really develop systems for the future, total system coatings and composite for the future of several industry and mostly also future of mobility. Of course, the aim is to fulfill all the requirements of our customer, but in addition, we are taking care also of environmental reason, and we don't lose the efficiency. So here you have some example of these points. Of course, the toxicity reduction. We are working on it by our formulation ourselves, by removing, let's say, bad chemicals and replacing it with new ones, but also by developing products for much better process. Closed mold process, for example, in composites. We take care of the energy management for the process of our customer, but also our energy consumption by making investment, by improving our production. We are working on new technology, let's say more sustainable technology, bio-based raw material, recyclable raw material, consumption reduction, so use of less material. We have developed better products, so you use at the end less of them to have the same property, and also VOC reduction. And a big, let's say, topic for us is recyclability. We are working a lot on it because we think that that's for sure also the future for the composite and for us. And as mentioned, even if we are taking care of the environment, we don't want to lose the efficiency. Meaning that we are working on specific solutions like light and structures. This has an effect, of course, for our customer. For a train, for example, you can easily understand that if you have a lighter structure, lighter train, you will need less energy to make it running. We also work on the process itself through our formulation to give new possibility to our customer for quick polymerization, increasing productivity, and of course, with better product, we reduce the number of layers and also the thickness. So as mentioned, we are really strong in railway market. We are world leader with the total system paint composite. So it means we are able to offer, for all the parts you see here, we are able to offer a solution. Of course, some paints for metal, but also the total system paint plus composite for exterior part like front mask, roof, but also inside part, window frame, seats, toilet cabin, and so on. The products we developed, so for paint, go from one layer system, just a varnish to protect the product, until 3-layer system for exterior, meaning primer, base coat, and varnish, to have the better weatherability and also protection for the final train. And regarding composite, we are able to offer gel coat, of course, top coat, for spraying, for brushing, all the way to produce, and also resin for the different kind of process. Means hand lamination, the oldest one and the still more used, but also RTM light, so injection, and also vacuum infusion. So as mentioned, in composite, we were, let's say, approximately totally focused on railway, but now due to our experience, due to our strengths, we were able to develop new market. Of course, bus, with the new norm, fire retardant norm, and also marine application. You can see here two examples, the shower trays in the bathroom, the walls, which means replacement of metallic parts with composite, so you have a lighter product. But as you can imagine, in such a big ship, people are inside, have a risk, so you have the fire risk, so you should be fire resistant, and that's our specialty for composite, to really have fire retardant system. So everywhere you need fire retardancy, building, windcraft, please don't hesitate, come back to us, and we will support you and help you to find the right system, the right solution, composite and paints, for your application. Beside of this, let's say, application, more standard, we wanted to underline some examples. Examples we made this, let's say, last months, years, to have a better sustainability, a better service to our customer. The first one is, or let's say on this slide, it's more focused on products development. The first one is a new resin we developed 2 years ago, approximately, showing that carbon fiber is becoming even more and more used in all areas. But also we saw the trend in railway, that it seems it will come and it will be a potential application. So, of course, we were working most of the time in composite with filled product, so it means you have some mineral filler inside to protect against fire retardancy, but this was not compatible with carbon fiber. So we developed a new range of products, because I didn't mention it before, but we are not only formulator, we are not only making the mixing of paint and composite, we are also able to synthesize the resin. So we go from the monomer to the polymer. So it means we are able to have the whole chain of the production and to really work on the structure of the polymer to give the final property we want to have, and not just only with formulation. So this was the case here, to develop a new inherent flame retardant resin compatible with carbon fiber, and as it's unfilled, lower density. So at the end, you see here the example of this part, of this front, of a very light structure, which is now used in production to equip, let's say, battery train. Of course, you can imagine battery train. We want to remove the diesel train, where the railway are not electrified. We remove this train to put battery train, but here you can imagine with the battery, you need to lighten a lot the products to avoid to consume too much energy, because you have limited energy in this battery. Second product is styrene-free product. You all know that styrene is a CMR substance, so it means it can hurt the customer, it can hurt the people working with it. So for our workers, but also for the final application, we developed a new styrene-free gel coat for railway, which is not than CMR. So we also saw that through this development, we had another advantage. The fire resistance were better. So it means that we are able also to use less filled or unfilled resin on the back. So it means, again, we improve toxicity for the workers, for our workers, and weight of the product. So for the final train, it means that you consume less energy. So again, we are in this, let's say, sustainability circle, which is for us the mobility of the future. Last but not least, this is actually under development in our laboratory, is the use of bio-based polyester resin or recycled resin to decrease the footprint of our products. The aim is really here to go from vegetal monomers to replace monomers made with oil or with oil source in order to have much sustainable resin, much sustainable products for our customer, and to have a life cycle analysis which is better, even if we are, let's say, chemist people. By the way, Mäder is also known for this. Here we speak a little bit of bio-based, but we are also known for a wide range of water-based products for paint mostly, and which means that we were always focused on this question to replace solvent, to remove all the chemicals to protect the environment. The second slide is more focused on process, because we are able to help with our formulation, but we are also, the process from our customer are also improving. And then we need to develop and we need to fulfill the requirement of this process. If we take the first point, for example, it's infusion. Infusion is a process where you need much less resin to use it, but before, in the past, it was not possible to infuse filled resin. Why? Because due to the fillers inside, it was not possible to work through this process. We improved our products, and we are now able to propose filled resin for infusion. This resin will give you the possibility to decrease by approximately 50%. Let's say this is theoretically calculation. When I speak with my customer, we are more around 30-35% decrease, because you have inserts, you have bonding, you have everything. So it's a little bit less. The aim is to go this way to have higher mechanical property with a reduced thickness. It means lower weight. And this lower weight, of course, again, is more sustainable for the products, for the application. And if you combine it, you can imagine, with the carbon fiber we discussed just before, you can even achieve around -70%. After it's more, so you reduce a lot the thickness due to the mechanical property, but of course, after it's a question of rigidity, but let's say we are able to really improve a lot the final application. Last but not least, regarding the process, is UV polymerization systems we developed. Under the brand name of Nuvorad. You can go on Google, on YouTube, sorry. You just type Nuvorad, you will see some example of the process. Here it's a development of the formulation to get, let's say, UV curable products. Not standard one. Under a UV mercury lamp you cannot use in a standard workshop environment. Really based on black light. So these are the light you can see in the disco, the violet one. You just put this and it will cure. Two main advantages. First one, it acts as a barrier for the styrene. You limit the styrene evaporation. So again, sustainability, lower toxicity for the workers, and you improve a lot the production time, which is also a big advantage. So these are some examples we wanted to underline to really show you the role we have as a chemical company to improve, let's say, our world, our application, our markets, to go through to obtain lower footprint, also toxicity reduction and improvement always of the performance. So this is, let's say, in the conclusion, this is really sum up here, that we really want, and our main purpose is to make Mäder a leader in CSR approach through innovation, because that's a lot of innovation, formulation, but also process. And Corinne already mentioned it in the introduction. Investing so much in R&D is a way for us to help and to go to a more sustainable future. And so towards environmental concern. And again, as Corinne mentioned, we are also helped by our partners like BPI France, and they helped us through the France Relance plan. Corinne will take over.
So I will take the opportunity to thank the French government and the Public Bank of Investment, because as you saw, all our development have needed a lot of money, because we have started with a small company and we are now a middle-sized company with very innovative solution, and we are still working on new development, as Julien explained. So all what we did it with our team, of course, the team who is here today, but also with money, because we need money, and we have been supported in a nice way by the French government through the Public Bank of France, but also by financial partners. So what I would like to add today is that don't hesitate to contact the Public Bank of France, the French government, the area, in order to get support, because industry needs a lot of transformation, and to transform we need money. So we are supported here in France. That's the reason why I'm wearing this wonderful coq bleu. It means that we are proud of our industry, French industry, European industry, worldwide industry. It's important to develop industry because industry is necessary to have a nice life. So thank you to BPI. I know that Julie, representing French Fab, is in the room, so don't hesitate to contact her, and don't hesitate to contact our experts who are in this room for piping, for railway, and for different markets. So if you have some question, don't hesitate. We have 3 minutes. So don't hesitate to ask your question. We are here to answer to your needs. No question?
So we were clear enough. That's good. But don't hesitate to contact us, and we will answer all your questions here today or in the future.
We have a lot of technology, so what we can add, because we have still 2 minutes, it's we are used to customize our solution. So we have standard solution, but we are able also to customize in order to adapt to your need. And we are worldwide, based in north of France with R&D, but we have plants and teams in Europe and in Asia, and also in Mexico, as I said before, and Turkey. So don't hesitate to contact us. Normally, we should be able to answer to your need, even if it's tricky needs. Julien, something to add?
So thank you very much, and see you.